How in the world do you get the life you want after a toxic relationship? How do you get motivated to do so? How do you get yourself up? How do you move forward? How do you get unstuck? Okay, so hi guys, Sarah K Ramsey here to help you find love and success after a toxic relationship so you can bounce back better. One of my favorite questions, I know I say that all the time, it's like, oh, this is one of my favorite questions, but I mean it all the time. So how to get the life you want is about, obviously, if you've followed me at all or have any idea what I'm going to talk about, it's action, 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 action. Okay, toxic people train you to stay stuck, right? Because you're always in trouble. You always did something wrong. You never have the answers. It's always your fault, okay? So it's like, you keep like this little dance, and you keep trying, and trying, and it doesn't work. Trying, and it doesn't work. Trying, and it doesn't work. Because they're always upset about something. They're always mad. Then you go internally and think, what did I do wrong? Okay? The whole point is that they can get mad so that they have the power. It's not what you did to make them mad. Because sometimes you made chicken and got in trouble. Sometimes you made steak and got in trouble. Sometimes you wore a green shirt and got in trouble. Sometimes you wore a blue shirt and got in trouble. Or the ridiculous things, and maybe not those examples, but you probably had the feeling of like, oh my gosh, I can never get it right. What else can I do? What else can I try? Okay, so the whole point was not what you tried. What you tried was not the problem. It was the fact that you were with someone who wanted to be angry. They felt powerful when they were angry. They felt like they were in control, or it may have been the silent treatment. Maybe it wasn't like overt anger, aggressive anger. It may have been silent treatment. It may have been withholding affection. It may have been withholding money. It may have been saying, well, if you're going to do that, then I'm not coming home on Thursday. Whatever it may be. But whatever you did, there was always a negative reaction. So toxic relationships train you to feel like you can't do anything right. The problem is when you're trying to build the life you want, a life after the toxic relationship, or even a great life in the midst of a toxic relationship, you try to avoid, you've been basically trained to avoid action because there's always a negative reaction. You've been trained to avoid action because there's always a negative reaction. So when people say, what am I supposed to do? What's my purpose? Who am I? What's this? They want it to be like, in like ancient scriptures, it's like you take it, you fall asleep, and then you have a dream, and then it's like, okay, this beautiful path is set for you, and you're like, now I know what I'm supposed to do, and here, and it's all going to work out, and it's all going to work out. And there's a great chart about the entrepreneurial journey when it's like you think it's going to be like this, but it's like this. And you think about the healing journey. So it's like, you think you're going to heal and feel better immediately. You think it's going to like look like this. Like you're going up a mountain and it looks like, ah! Okay. So and probably you're like raising your hand like, yeah, that's exactly what my life, it feels like this. But what you don't want your life to look like is this. This can feel safe. Or like this, where you're just walking in circles. You're not getting anywhere. You're not moving up. You're not moving to a better life. You're either like, okay, I'm going to hunker down. If I don't do anything, then I can't fail. I can't mess up. I can't get it wrong. Nobody's going to be mad at me. But especially if you're outside of the relationship, then, or have set boundaries in that relationship, your subconscious has memorized someone always being mad at you. But there's not really like a situation where they can be mad at you. that's not really happening. Your brain just remembers the past, where everything you tried was wrong and everything that happened was your fault. But that's gone. Okay? That's gone. They're gone. But if you're still making decisions as if they were still mad at you, which I know why you are, like all the empathy and sympathy in the world, like I know why you are, they are still controlling your life. And if they are still controlling your life, then your life will always suck. I want to be super clear about that. If a toxic person is controlling your life will always suck. Okay. The healing journey. We want it to look like this. It's going to look like this. We don't want it to flatline. Just stay in your house, stay stuck, don't ever try, okay? Because the way forward is about failing forward. And I talk about this in my programs. The concept of failing forward. People are like, oh my gosh, Sarah, you're so, calculated risks. I am so willing to take calculated risks, okay? It's like, sure, let's try it. If it doesn't work, I'll try something else. 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 That's why my company's name is Bounce Back Better, right? I have built in myself the belief that I can bounce back. Okay, not everything I try works. Oh my gosh, whether it be personally in the business or whatever. Now, they are tiny fails, right? When you start building your try it and see if it works muscle, these are small tries and small failures, right? Okay, I'm gonna try it, doesn't work. This is not like, I'm going to take everything that I have and sell everything that I have and move to, Africa to get away from him, okay? If you want to do that, have at it, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about small tries to build small wins. And if it's a small failure, cool. You tried, you failed, you learned. You tried, you failed, you learned. You tried, you failed, you learned. There is no other way. You're not going to go to sleep and wake up with this huge life plan. We actually design our lives to talk about creating a life plan in my programs. But it's all these things, it's all these questions, it's this whole unfolding, it's mind mapping, it's this, it's like, okay, let me try this. Okay, that felt good. I'll move forward with that. Okay, that made me feel happy. I'm going to move forward. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, can we try it again? Can we adjust, or do we just need to put that away? That's what building a new life is. That's what getting stuck is. It's giving yourself permission to have teeny tiny failures, right? Because it's going to happen. The only way to avoid failure is never to do anything. Flatline. You'll never get where you want to go. You're not moving up at all. That's why you see women and they leave the relationships, and then years later they're in the same boat, or they're still kind of stuck in their house, stuck in their mind, stuck in their lives, because the toxic person trained them not to try anything because it would never work. And so then when something doesn't work, they feel like it's like the bottom drops out, right? Like, oh, here it is, I failed again, and just recognizing that rebuilding your life is going to be start with teeny tries that will result, if they fail, are teeny tiny failures. But then you get teeny tiny victories and teeny tiny wins. You're like, okay, I can dip my toe in the water. I can go a little bit farther out in the ocean, okay? Go another foot out, another foot out, another foot out, another foot out. And then you're standing, on an island, and it's beautiful, and it's like, oh my gosh, how did I get here? You took one step, and then you took another step, and then you took another step. And sometimes the waves came and knocked you over, and that was you understood that. And I hate people when they say it's part of the process. I hate that language because it always made me so mad. But they understand that was just data. Okay, I'll try this instead. Okay, data, I'll just try this instead. I'll try this instead. But if my best friend, when I was going through, my own journey, she goes, you're almost exhausting to watch because you will try anything. It's like you want your life to change so badly that you will try anything to get it to change. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's exactly what I'm doing. And I'm doing it on purpose. And she was trying to say I needed to chill the blippity out, I think is what she was saying. But the reality is her life 4 years ago and my life 4 years ago are drastically different. And I'm here and she's here. Her life, all the things she was complaining about 4 years ago she's still complaining about. And I have new problems, better problems, because I've come up with solutions. So think about that. Try it. Try and see what sticks. It's the not trying and being too afraid to try and thinking, oh, if I try and something fails, that it's bottoming out and I'm a failure and everything's not going to work. Maybe you feel like that for an hour. Maybe you feel like that for a day. But if you keep flatlining, you're going to feel like that forever, because your life 4 years from now is going to look exactly like it does now. your life 10 years from now is going to look exactly like it does now. And I'm pretty sure that's not the life you want to have. Okay? Sending you big love. If I can help you and you want to talk, I know I mentioned several things I do with the people I'm working with publicly and privately and in my group coaching setting. It's about, reconnecting with what's right with you, becoming toxic person proof, and designing a life you're excited about living. In that order. It's this very specific process that is not about toxic people. So many of the things out there are like, oh, and here's what a narcissist is, and here's what this is, and here's what that is. And most of the people, by the time they come to me, it's like, oh my gosh, I've been hearing about what a narcissist is forever now. I want to figure out who I am. I want to figure out what my life is about. I want to figure out what I want to do. I want to figure out how to fail forward. I want to figure out how to love myself, connect with myself, know myself so I can design that life I'm excited about living. So I'll put the details in the comments. Hope you guys are having a great day. Bye.